AskReddit. Men of Reddit, what do you really want for Valentine's Day? I want to be the mayor of Titty City. Little Spoon. I call this jetpacking. Hey babe, can you be my jetpack tonight? Feels a lot better than asking to be Little Spoon. I would like Valentine's Day to be abolished and replaced with a second Thanksgiving. Exactly. I like being romantic and cooking dinner and getting her flowers. I hate having a day where I feel obligated to get gifts and do all of that or go out to a fancy dinner. It's a huge marketing day for cards and heart-shaped jewelry, and it's stupid. It also comes off as much less special or spontaneous. Women like when you do these things for no reason, or just because you were thinking of them. This is just some forced BS where they expect at least a little something like flowers or a dinner together. But even if you go all out, it seems less special because it's a scheduled day. Someone to cuddle with. You could adopt a pet. The roles to be reversed. Women care about Valentine's Day more than men do most of the time. But if you want me to care about it as much as you do, maybe you should make it as enjoyable for me as I do for you. If my significant other would tell me, hey, this Valentine's Day I make the plans, it's on me, that would be the best gift. And it would make me want to give her something even better on another day where she won't be expecting it. Having to live up to these expectations drains all the romance the holiday is meant to have. I think it can be restored if she takes the initiative. My husband and I take turns. He does Valentine's on odd years. I do Valentine's on even years. We each get a chance to give and to receive. It's fun. All I want is to sit on my recliner love seat in my favorite spot with her smushed up against me with my arm around her. Sometimes I can cop a feel, which is nice. She don't mind. We watch a movie. I'll try to pick a comedy she likes. She does this thing like where every time she laughs at a line or scene, she looks at me to see if I think it's funny because I don't really laugh out loud. It's so cute. Every time she does it, I fall a tiny bit more in love with her and I can't help but kiss her face. That's all I need. But if I got a full say, I'd also have a 1/8 of Blue Dream, a 6er of Guinness for me, and a bottle of red wine that's as cold as it can be without actually turning to ice, because that's how she likes it. I just really appreciate the fact that you're observant about your significant other and your compliments were catered to her preferences. The Majora's Mask 3D's remake. I'm the girl and I really would prefer this over flowers and chocolate. To make a nice meal for my wife and have my 3-year-old boy be my sous chef. I'm old. But I bet your wife thinks the world of you. Sexiest thing to a mature woman is a husband that cooks for her and is part of her children's life. Naked selfie sent randomly throughout the day. This is actually a great idea. I won't be able to see my boyfriend all day on Valentine's Day. I might actually do this. A date, actually. A female that isn't part of my family that cares. Somebody, oh somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love. This song was stuck in my head for days when I realized I'd have to leave my girlfriend of 3 years. If someone could buy me a really good hot dog, that would be great. Just not 2. No one enjoys the second hot dog. I'm taking my girlfriend down to Shed Aquarium and then out to dinner in the city. Chicago, for those wondering. It's our first Valentine's together. I just want it to go as smoothly as I'm envisioning it. Haha. If you have money, go to Gibson's. You'll need a reservation, but it's the best steak ever. Ever. I work in a restaurant. Forget Valentine's Day. I make reservations for other people at restaurants. Don't worry, we hate the month leading up to it almost as much as the day of. Just get to spend the day with her. No interruptions and no obligations. Just being with her is about as good as it can get. As a girl, this is exactly what I want too. I remember the best memories of my ex and me from when we were together. They were the ones where his friends weren't around to message and call him to get online to play some game with them. I don't need the fancy dinner or the gifts. I just want some quiet, alone time with my guy. Well, besides the obvious, sex, I'd like some daisies. They're my favorite flowers. I've hinted throughout the years, 15 years of marriage, but have yet to ever get them. Try graduating from hinting to asking. There's nothing wrong with asking. I actually know a bunch of guys who love getting flowers, but are embarrassed to admit it, and I think many of their significant others wouldn't catch the hint, especially if it was disguised as a joke, because they think it was so unusual. Buy yourself some sexy lingerie and show it off to me. Okay, I'm pretty hairy though. Girlfriend picked our dinner instead of us going out. We are cooking steaks and baked potatoes, having some bourbon and a cigar afterwards. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but I bet you're playing Clinton Lewinsky too. World domination. To be fair, I want that on other days as well. Alright, Plankton. My girlfriend lives in England. I live in the US. Both of us are in between jobs, thus can't afford to see each other. I would give anything in the world just to hold her for even 5 minutes on Valentine's Day. Probably not the type of answer you're looking for, but remember, a lot of the time all we want is to spend some quality time with you. You don't even have to do anything special. For everyone else, please don't try to take the time you have with your loved one for granted. Some of us don't have that luxury. A kiss and maybe some flowers. You heard me. Flowers. Glad to hear an appreciation for flowers from a guy. I used to work at a flower shop and would bring home my boyfriend any unsold flowers we had and arrange little bouquets for him around his apartment. Some people probably thought giving a guy flowers was weird, but you don't have to have a vagina to appreciate a plant. It seems like most guys want beer, blowjobs, meat, a girlfriend. If my guy already has all that, what else can I get him? I already got him a present I know he's gonna love. I can't say what because he goes on Reddit too. Tickets to a concert, hot air balloon ride, spa day. We love being pampered too, just don't like to show it. If you're able to, no work, kids, family, dress sexy, slutty, or kinky all day and do everything you would normally do in a day, but make it all a long flirting session promising him bedtime fun. Driving him wild all day will make his day. 49 years old, been married 21 years, food and drinks. That is it. You know what bragoli is? Yeah, a piece of meat that you stuff. That's what I want for Valentine's Day. I hate bragoli. Recently, my mom prepares it with terrible meat and stuffing and smothers it in tomato sauce. Pity, it has the potential to rock socks. For those who don't know what bragoli are, basically, you layer at least 2 slices of different kinds of meat on top of each other, place some stuffing on top, and form a sort of roll with them, such that the stuffing is in the middle. This usually requires toothpicks to secure them in place, then cook. We really just want our significant other to be happy. Valentine's Day is pretty much just a woman's day where men cater to their needs and treat them special. An honest, truthful answer though, we just want Valentine's Day to not exist. It's stressful as hell and expensive. Being in a lesbian relationship for the duration of my adulthood has left me with some serious Valentine's anxiety. Chocolate and beer. I was looking for the gift I'm getting my significant other on here. I'm going to bake him a chocolate cake. Beer is a good add-on. Gracias. An actual girlfriend to spend Valentine's Day with. I feel you. I feel too anxious to ask that one girl again if she wants to get to know me again. We were nearly together, but then I was too afraid to ask and we parted away. Now I am pretty unsure what to do. I think so much about her now. For a girl to have feelings for me, heck, at this point, just a female friend to say Happy Valentine's Day. I'd settle for a random female to smile at me instead of scrunching her face in disgust. I'd like a woman to recognize me as a person instead of a guy. I have thoughts, feelings, ambitions, desires. I have a concept of romance. If you don't know what I want for Valentine's Day, you don't know me as a person. You probably just think I'm a guy. Big, strong, simple, able to work on machines and do manual labor. But I'm more than that. Most men are. Can you give me some respect for Valentine's Day? Can you treat me with some dignity? This is really important, but one thing. If you don't know what I want for Valentine's Day, you don't know me as a person. If a woman said that, we'd talk about how she's expecting her significant other to read her mind, and how that's such a manipulative way to treat people. Oh, you don't know what to get me for this occasion? Then you don't really know me? No, some people are just bad at gifts, and it's better to just openly discuss what you want, than expect him to instinctively know in detail. That said, yes, a girl should ask what you want, because asking each other how we can make each other happy is part of a healthy, loving relationship. She shouldn't just assume you don't want anything because you're an unromantic guy. For people to stop acknowledging that stupid holiday. My best friend told her boyfriend of 10 months that she doesn't want anything, and not a don't get me anything tee-hee, but really no gift, no plans, no acknowledgement at all. He just kissed her. This year, my significant other and I are cooking a surf and turf meal together and watching the Star Wars trilogy, all while building Star Wars Lego sets that we will go out and buy each other earlier that morning. Needless to say, I'm excited as heck. 10-hour-old thread. This will get buried. I want to be able to forgive my wife for what she did and be able to go back in time to make sure she doesn't cheat on me so our marriage wouldn't be over. I mean, if your girl cheated on you, that's really her fault. Sorry, dude. 90% of these replies are guys saying either they want a girlfriend or want their girlfriend to leave them alone. The grass is always greener. Glad I love my girlfriend. TIL, want the holiday to not exist, equals want my girlfriend to leave me alone. Really, if you were reading any of the actual comments, you'd see the majority is either I wish the holiday didn't exist, or I wish they would put in as much effort as I'm supposed to, which is a much sadder conclusion than your inaccurate assumptions.